I genuinely feel bad for Sydney Sweeney. And what I mean by that is she's being used in this culture war since like, what, it's been like 2 years now, maybe 3 years. They've been tossing her name around in this online culture war that is now spiraled out of control. And here we are back again. So she's done an interview where she talked about feminism in Hollywood. And obviously there's a lot of clickbaity headlines, there's a lot of sensational headlines, which forces everyone to do that same thing in order to follow the algorithm. But what I wanted to do is offer a little bit of context on the statements that she made to prove that all of these guys are really just pushing their narrative. And here we go. We're seeing already like Mr. H Reviews and Pop Culture Crisis already covering this. There's other channels that have done videos about this. And it's like they've already jumped on top of this. So what did Sydney Sweeney say? That's a lot. That's a tongue twister. What did Sydney Sweeney say that has them saying that she's calling out feminism, woke Hollywood, and all of this? So here is Entertainment Weekly. It says, Sydney Sweeney calls out fake female solidarity in Hollywood. None of this is happening. They're even getting in on it. She gave them this perfect tagline. I think they were so happy when she said this, they probably were jumping for joy here. And what was said here is Sydney Sweeney says the idea of women supporting women in Hollywood is purely performative. The actress shut down the belief that solidarity exists between women in the entertainment industry during a recent Vanity Fair interview. The entire industry, all people saying women empowering other women, none of it's happening. She said all of it is fake and a front for other shit they say behind everyone's back. So there you go. It's like, oh, she's attacking women, she's attacking Hollywood, she's saying it's all fake, it's all bullshit, and that's it, end of story. Let's move on to the next news cycle and just keep pushing this narrative. But the reality is that these statements are not necessarily about these things specifically, it's more about a bigger topic, which is that women are being made to feel this way about Hollywood. Let's scroll down and read the rest of this. I've read that our entire lives we were raised, and it's a generational problem, to believe that only one woman can be at the top. There's one woman who can get the man. There's one woman who can be, I don't know, anything. So then all the others feel like they have to fight each other to take on that one woman and take her down instead of being like, let's all lift each other up. It's funny how that additional context really changes what she was saying in the first quote that everybody is running with. She is saying that society as a whole, the industry as a whole, has made it very difficult for women to feel like they have more than one space, more than one spot. And that is something that culturally we have to deal with. That is something that we have created. That's the environment that we have created as a community for women existing in these kinds of spaces. And so now you have a bunch of people running with this topic and going, oh, look at her slamming woke Hollywood, calling everyone fake, saying they're talking behind each other's backs. It's because they are in a situation where the climate suggests that only one of them can survive. It's like the Hunger Games of the entertainment industry. And the fact that Sydney Sweeney gets objectified so much in every form and fashion by everyone, which is part of the issue that she's talking about here. And none of these people get that. None of them get that. All they want to do is run with the narrative that Sydney Sweeney is attacking woke Hollywood. How does woke Hollywood perpetuate the concept that only one woman can be successful? How is that woke Hollywood? Wouldn't that be the opposite? Wouldn't that be anti-woke? If the idea that all women can have a space in Hollywood, they can be anything they want to be. They can be in any movie, any TV show. They can be at the top of the charts. They could be president. If this is something that is perpetuated, that seems to me like that is progressive point of view. That's what that would be. So slamming Hollywood for making her feel like only one woman can be at the top seems to me like she's calling out culture. Seems like she's calling out all of this stuff that a lot of these chud tubers, these grift tubers, these bully tubers perpetuate, which is that women don't deserve to be in everything. And miss me with that shit, that's not what's being said. That's absolutely what's being said. Channels are saying that. You can go to a lot of these content creators, catch them on a live stream, and hear them say something sexist or misogynistic. It's almost every stream. We've talked about it here. There's videos on my channel, we've talked about it, where people just don't believe that women can fill the same spaces as men, thus perpetuating this concept that women have a much more narrower path to success. And this is what she's talking about. But they're not going to frame it that way because they have a narrative themselves that they need to paint. And they want to paint Sydney Sweeney as this anti-woke warrior. I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney's perfect, that everything she's done is right, or that she's not someone that has an issue with some of the things that I support. I'm not saying that at all. But she is literally being objectified and propped up by this community to be used as a weapon against diversity, against women, against gay people, against trans people. It's all the above. So it's no shock to me that this is the path that they've taken. And it's unfortunate because I think there is a serious discussion to be had around what's going on in Hollywood that makes women feel this way, what's going on culturally that makes women feel this way. I think there is a serious conversation that we can have about that. But we can't have it as long as podcast bros keep abusing headlines and not giving you guys full context. We can't do that. If it's always going to be about big boobs and butts and how sexy someone is, great. Now, can we grow up a little bit? Can we grow up a little bit and have some adult conversations about this stuff? Is that possible? Is that possible? Is it all going to be the same shit? You know, the idea that every woman needs to be a poster hanging on your bedroom wall. Is that where we are culturally, constantly? Is that the perpetual cycle of what women are now for a lot of these guys? I feel like it is. I feel like it is a little bit. For me personally, though, I like the idea that she's got a deeper meaning behind what she was saying. I was concerned. When I clicked on this, I was like, wait a minute. Is this really what she said? You can't, no. No. And I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that no, there was more to it. So I wanted to provide that additional context. But I want to know what you guys think about this. So in the comments down below, tell me, like, culturally, do you feel that this is right, that women are being pushed towards the idea that only one of them can survive, only one of them can be successful at a time? You can't have multiple successful women. I actually believe that's true. I think that is something that we've seen over the years. So I believe this is what her point of view to me resonates. Or are you somebody that believes the opposite? You think that women have too many advantages, which that's weird if you feel that way, to be honest. But if you feel that way, let me know in the comments below. Give me your thoughts and opinions on all this stuff with Sydney Sweeney and what's happening here. And I will see you guys later on. There's going to be a live stream. If you're watching this on Thursday afternoon, there's going to be a Nocturnal Nerdcast tonight. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. So make sure you join us then. And subscribe to the channel, hit like, leave a comment. You know what to do. We're out of here.